Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Vito here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Beato, the Vito Age of Sigmar edition. I have got Chance in here with me, and we are going to be playing the new meeting engagement rules from the General's Handbook 2019. Chance has come up, and Chance, where are you from?
From Georgia.
All the way from Georgia, and he's come down to play a little bit of AOS and 40k, and he hasn't played the new meeting engagement rules. So we're like, hey, why not bust out the new meeting engagements? We actually have a cool winter board set out, so that's what we're going to be playing today. And if you would like to come in and play AOS, 40k, 30k, or any of the other games that we play, please go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the deets. But until then, losing my breath. Let's take a look at the board and the armies. Taking a look at my 1,000 points of Daughters of Khaine, I'm going to be trying something a little bit new, fielding some things that I normally don't take. But taking a look at my Spearhead contingent, I'm going to be fielding 5 Blood Sisters. I really like these guys. They're not bad. In my normal games, they generally never get in there, but I'm going to try to get these ladies in there for this game. Moving on over to my main body, we have 1 unit of 10 Witch Elves with Banner, Musician, and Champion. We have a double unit of another Witch Elves, 20 strong, Banner, Musician, and Champion. We have my general, who's going to be Hag Queen Hippolyta. For her relic, she's going to be taking the Blood Sigil, which essentially means she knows 1 additional prayer. And for her prayers, it's going to be the Catechism of Murder. So with the Catechism of Murder, anytime I roll, or if the prayer goes off successfully, essentially on a unit of Witch Elves, anytime I roll an additional hit of a 6, or if I roll a 6 on the Witch Elves, it counts as 2 hits instead of 1. And then additionally, she's going to be taking the Sacrament of Blood. Actually, scratch that, not the Sacrament of Blood, the Blessing of Khaine. And this Blessing of Khaine essentially allows me to re-roll my failed Fanatical Faith saves on all my Witch Elves. And then I'm going to be taking a Blood Rack Shrine, something I normally don't take, but I really want to field it. I've painted it up, so I really want to field the model. For her spell, she's going to be taking the Steed of Shadows, casting value of 5. It essentially gives me the Fly special roll and a movement of 16 if successfully cast. And then moving into my rear guard, I'm going to be taking a Blood Rack Medusa, not on the shrine. For her spell, she's going to be taking Mind Razor, casting value of 7. It essentially gives a unit that she picks -1 rend, and if they target a unit with the bravery that is lower than my own, the damage counts as 2. So that is going to be in my rear guard. That's essentially going to be 950 points. I had 50 points left over, so I'm going to go ahead and spend or purchase an extra command point, which brings me up to 1,000 points. And I should mention that I'm going to be taking Hagnar, the very first cult. I love Hagnar so much. Eventually I will be taking some of the other cults, but I'm just really comfortable right now with Hagnar and the way that they play. And now taking a look at 1,000 points of Chance's Skaven. Chance, what do we got?
Have a Spearhead with 1 Plague Priest, and then a 20-man squad of Clan Rats. And then for the main body, I have a maxed out 40-man squad of Clan Rats, a Grey Seer, and a Plague Furnace with a Plague Priest on it, giving out Fearless to everything within 13. And then for rear guard, I have 2 10-man squads of Plague Censer Bearers with 1 more Plague Priest. I'll also be buying 1 command point, bringing me to 990, and then I picked the Triumph Bloodthirsty.
This is the board that we are going to be playing on today. The mat itself is from GameMat.eu, along with this little hut is here. All of this kind of snowy mountain terrain is from Terrainify, and then all the trees are from Studio Level. I suppose our little bit of a narrative for today's Bat Rep is the forces of the Daughters of Khaine. They've been marching down this pathway, and then out through the mountain pass. The Skaven have come for a little bit of an ambush, and now the Daughters of Khaine have to deal with the Skaven ambush. Alright folks, we are all set up for center ground. The way it works is there is literally one objective set up right in the middle of the board. If we score the objective, it is worth 3 victory points. And if we kill more models than our opponent, then it is worth 2 victory points. However, if we are tied, it is worth 1 each. Very, very simple. It is essentially make a mad dash for the middle of the board and kill each other. For my spearhead, which is what we set up first, I have my blood sisters, and for the Skaven, we have a bunch of clan rats, followed by, what is that?
Plague Priest.
Followed by a plague
For Clan
priest.
Pestilence.
And we are Clan Pestilence, something we did forget to mention, but we're going to be Clan Pestilence for today's Bat Rep. So I did end up finishing deploying first. I do have the option of going first, but it's really hard for me to decide right now because if I go first, he has the better chance of going in for a charge, but I do really want to go on a charge on him because they can do some pretty devastating hits. I mean, they're just clan rats after all. Do I make Chance go first? Oh, this could be really critical. This can change the game. You know what? Fortune favors the bold or the stupid, so it's going to be in my favor either way. So you know what? We're going to go into Skaven turn 1. Jumping right into the hero phase. Chance, what do we got?
I won't be able to do any of his prayers this time because they're all 13-inch range, so you're all out of range, so we'll just be running up the board.
Alrighty. So going right into the movement phase then, you said we're going to run these guys?
Yeah, these guys are going to run, and they have the bell, which lets them run an extra 2 inches.
Alright.
So
adding an extra 2 to their base movement?
6.
6, so they're going to be going 8 inches. So they could go 10, but you probably won't. You're going to go 8.
No, I think I might just go 8 because I don't really want you to charge me.
Right there, and getting within range of the objective. And we always measure right to the middle of the objectives. Ending just like so. What about the Plague Priest? What are we going to do with him?
He is just going to move up. He doesn't need to run. He moves 6, so we'll keep him up with them.
That's essentially going to be it for Chance's turn. And at the end of his turn, his main body is going to be coming in right over here. So we got the big furnace along with all the rats, pulling him along with the, what is it called again?
Grey Seer.
The Grey Seer. It's been a while since I've gone up against the clan rats. At the start of my hero phase, boom, easy, done, nothing to do. We're going to go ahead with my blood sisters, and we're just going to go ahead and move them 8 inches up the board. Ending right over here with my blood sisters. We've got no magic to do, we've got no shooting, so let's go right into the charge. We're needing about a 10 for my blood sisters. Kia! A 7 will not do. Definitely going to be spending a command point to go ahead and re-roll that. So we're going to sit comfortably right where we are. So let's go ahead and bring my main body in. And boom, here comes my main body. We have the big squad of 20 Witch Elves with Hag Queen Hippolyta. We have the Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine, and my other squad of Witch Elves over here on my left, flank. At the end of the turn is where we start scoring victory points. We're actually both tied for the amount of models slain, so we're both going to get 1 victory point. But I actually am going to score the objective as I have 2 models within 6 inches of the objective, whereas Chance only has the 1. We kind of pre-measured it off camera. So I will be scoring 3, bringing the total score to 4-1 in the favor of the Daughters of Khaine. But now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have to go into the elusive double turn. Chance, you do win ties.
Yes.
So, survey says, I roll 4, and you get the 3. So I do get to decide. Chance and I were just talking about it. He does actually want me to take the double turn. Because, I mean, he does have all this, which he does need to come over here. But I think I am going to go ahead and take it. Because I do want to go ahead and get that early lead. So let's go right away into Daughters of Khaine, turn number 2. Starting off with my hero phase, we're going to go right away with Hag, Queen Hippolyta. We're going to have this unit drink from the Witch's Brew, so they're going to be immune to Battle Shock, and they're going to be able to reroll all their failed wound rolls. We'll also go ahead and put Catechism of Murder on this squad, because hey, why not? On a 3+, they are good. So Catechism of Murder is off on this squad, and then we're going to do the Blessing of Khaine on them as well on a 3+, which is good, so they are now able to reroll their failed Fanatical Faith saves. We're going to go for the Bloodrack Shrine now. We're going to go and try to cast the Steed of Shadows, which goes off on a 5+, which we do get it with an 11. So that's essentially going to make it have the fly characteristic and 16-inch movement. Do you want to try to stop that?
Yeah, I think the Great Seer's close enough.
So looking for essentially a 12.
How many other spells casting do you have?
Just that one.
Just that one? Mine as well.
Ooh, close, but not close enough. Wow, I was a little nervous there for a second. So the spell does go off. All right, not too shabby. So let's jump right into my movement phase. We're going to start with my Blood Sisters, who are going to go 8 right to this rock formation. Boom. I'll go ahead and run my big squad of Witch Elves. Getting a 2. I'll go ahead and spend a command point to make that into a 6 so they can go 12, just to get them further deeper into the game. Hag Queen Hippolyta herself, she's going to run as well. Going 4, so 10. 10 will get her right about there. Next, with the Bloodrack Shrine that can fly, she's going to turn around and fly right to there. And for the 10 Witch Elves down here on my left flank, we're going to run them as well. Getting a 4, so we're just going to run them 10 that way. Essentially just ending right over here, trying to keep up with the rest of my army. Jumping into my shooting phase now, we're going to go with the Bloodrack Shrine. She's going to use her Bloodrack Stare, essentially turning things into stone. We're going to shoot into the Clan Rats now. It's got a 10-inch range. I pre-measured it, and we're essentially going to be picking off all of these Clan Rats. What I do is for every model that's within this unit, which is going to be 21. I grab that, or sorry, is it 20 or 21? 20, sorry, 20 models. I grab 20 dice, and for every 5 up that shows up, that's how many mortal wounds you take. Looking for 5s and 6s!
Oh, that's a good roll.
Which is going to be a total of 9 mortal wounds, as we're going to have 9 Clan Rats be turned to stone.
Yes.
That was a pretty decent hit. Now we're going to go right into the charge phase. I'm going to go ahead and charge with my Blood Sisters. Kia! 5? That's not that great. So that was a big want. I'll go ahead and spend a command point to reroll that charge. God, what the heck again? Okay, I guess I'll go ahead now and charge with my Blood Rack Shrine, because why not? Okay, an 11. You know what? I'll take an 11. Boom, right in there. You know why? It's because it's really cold and they're warm-blooded.
That's true. They're probably just slow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, this is not meant for us.
I don't like it. Take us back home.
All right, so we need to resolve the charge right away. Because you are within 1 inch of me, on a 2+, you'll suffer D3 mortal wounds. I got a 5, D3 mortal wounds. Getting 1, so just 1 mortal wound. So we're going to start with the Medusa on top. We're going to do with her tail attack first. D6 attacks. Getting 4 attacks. We are looking for 4s to hit. Hitting with everything. And then we're looking for 4s to wound. Hitting with 2 of them. No rend on this.
No rend. They all have shields. About 10 of them left. So, yeah, 10 of them left. So they get a +1 to their save. So 5+.
Ooh, making them both. She's then going to go now with her Whispered Claw. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Hits with everything, and then wounding on 3s. We hit with 2. No rend on this.
No rend, so 2 more 5+s.
Ooh, nope. 2 wounds do go through. And now she has her Blood Rack Spear. 2 attacks, hitting on 3s. Nothing. But wait, there's more. The Shrine Keepers actually get to fight with their spears, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Ooh, all wound. 4 wounds. You got a 5-up save. Oh, makes 2 of them, so 2 wounds do go through. The clan rats piled in and now get to make their attacks back. 6 attacks now with their rusty spears.
Hitting on 5s.
Ooh, getting nothing. Ouch. I guess they're a little slow from seeing their friends turn to stone. Their muscles are slowly being petrified.
I think they're just terrified. They're rats.
That too.
I'm going to spend a command point in the battle shock to give them inspiring presence from him.
Just kind of make them hold?
Yeah, I don't want you to block the spawn of the plague monks.
Fair enough. That's going to be the end of my turn, and so cometh my Blood Rack Medusa for my rear guard. So let's now go into Skaven turn number 2. Retaliation time. Jumping right into Chance's hero phase. What do we got?
I'm going to do the prayer from the Furnace Plague Priest onto these 40-man squad of clan rats.
Okay.
On a 3+, they'll get a +1 to their attacks.
Okay.
So they'll get 2 attacks each. 3+. No.
Ooh, 2.
Next, we're going to do this Plague Priest. He's going to do the disease prayer. So I pick a enemy unit within 13 inches on a roll on a 3+. For each enemy model in it, I roll a die on a 6+. They'll take a mortal wound.
You're picking the Blood Sisters?
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Blood Sisters.
Alrighty. Ooh, got with a 3. So what is that, 5 dice and then for every 6 up?
For every 6 up, they take 1 mortal wound. Each 6, not a 1.
Not a 1.
The Grey Seer is going to attempt to cast Mystic Shield onto the 40-man blob of clan rats.
Okay. Oh, and you
10.
get it with a 10. I'll definitely try to stop that with my Blood Rack Shrine. Oh, and I do not. Going now into the movement phase, we're going to go with these big block here of the clan rats. And we're just going to be walking these guys up.
About there.
Into the cold gates.
Long, lots of walking.
Furnace is going to be moving next. Just kind of filling in that little gap.
Ooh.
And the Grey Seer is going to be moving down.
Shuffle over there. Plague Monk's going to go hide behind the building and get out of the way.
Knocking on the door. Let me in! Let me in!
Which?
Alrighty, folks. On to the charge phase. We're going to start with these guys?
Yeah, these clan rats into them. They're going to need about a 9-inch charge.
Alright. Ooh, right on the dot. They're going in.
I really need.
The long march / chain of the clan rats charging in. So Chance is going to elect to start with these clan rats first. So we're going to go ahead and pile them into the Blood Sisters. We're going to have 8 attacks from these clan rats.
Rusty spears hitting on 5s. That's
Pretty
good.
decent, actually.
Hitting on 4s.
Getting 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
5 up armor save. Ooh, I make 2. And then because I am within 7 inches of my general, I have a 5 up fanatical faith roll save. Oh, that is a hard cocked die. Oh, geez, and I'm breaking terrain all over the place. No, so I will be taking 1 wound. So going next, I'm going to choose to elect my Blood Rack Shrine to attack next. D6 attacks for the Tail of Serpents, getting 5 attacks. Looking for 4s to hit, and then we are looking for 4s to wound, getting only 2 wounds.
They're going up to a 6+ save since they have fewer than 10.
Ooh, make 1.
Make 1.
1 does go down. 4 attacks now with the Whisperer Claw on 4s, and then 3s to wound, nothing. We have 2 attacks with the Spear on 3s. Ooh, very nice. And then wounding on 3s, getting only 1. I believe this is at -1. I'm going to double check. It is at -1, so it's going to go right through your armor. D3 wounds, getting for 2 wounds. I just realized I forgot to do her Aura of Agony, but that happens in the hero phase, so maybe I forgot to do it anyway. Regardless, we're going to do the spears next with the ladies. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, wow. And wounding on 3s. 6 up save.
Nope.
Ooh, 4
Okay.
go down, and that's going to be the squad. And then now it's going to be my turn to elect, so we're going to go with the Blood Sisters, and we're going to pile them in. I have to attack with my champion separately because she hits on 2s. 3 attacks. All but 1. And then a wounding on 3s. Nothing. And the rest of the ladies on 3s. Wounding on 3s.
Got a 6+ save because of the shields. And then rerolling the ones for Mystic Shield. No.
So, how many die? We got 2, 4, 6 guys die. Pulling from the front.
Yeah.
We then have their Crystal Touch attack, which is essentially turning someone into stone. I have to do the leader separately. So on a 3+, you suffer a 1 mortal wound.
Alright.
And then 3 more on 4+. So you take 3 mortal wounds in total. So that's going to be the end of the battle round. You essentially don't have to take Battle Shock over here because of the furnace and making them immune to Battle Shock. I have no Battle Shock tests to do.
I do need to see if they take mortal wounds though on a 4+. For
Ooh, right, okay.
At the end of combat phase, so on a 4+.
No, okay,
Okay.
so that, I guess that's really good for you.
Yes.
But in terms of scoring, I will be getting 3 victory points for holding the objective, and because I did kill way more models than you, I'll be getting an extra 2, so bringing another 5 victory points in the favor of the Daughters of Khaine. Bringing the total to 9-1 in the favor of the Daughters of Khaine. However, Chance does get to bring in his rear guard, which is all those, was it Plague Monks?
All Plague Monks.
All the Plague Monks, so more for me to deal with. So let's go ahead and see where he's going to bring them. Boom, the Plague Monks come out of their cavernous areas, ready to take on what is left of the Daughters of Khaine. Now we have to go on to see who's going to get the double turn. I do win ties. Survey says I get a 5. Ooh, a 2. I am sorry, but I'm going to have to go and take that double turn on you, my friend.
I don't blame you.
Jumping right now into my hero phase, we're going to do the exact same thing. Catechism of Murder on the squad of 20 on a 3. Ooh, we do get with a 3. So boom over here. And then we are going to go for the Blessing of Khaine. Try to get them to reroll their failed Fanatical Faith roll saves, which we do. So that is really awesome. And then we're going to make them drink from the Witch's Brew. So once again, immune to Battle Shock and re-rolling failed wound saves. And because we are on turn 3 now, everything is going to be, for the Witch Elves, we're going to be re-rolling failed hit rolls, all failed hit rolls, and for the Witch's Brew, all failed wound rolls. We're going to try to cast Steed of Shadows again on my Blood Rack Shrine on 5+. We fail with a 4. That's alright. Next, we're going to go with my Blood Rack Medusa. She's going to try to cast Mind Razor onto the big squad here of Witch Elves, looking for a 7. We do fail with a 6. Could be worse. So I suppose let's go right into the movement phase. I'm going to go ahead and run my big blob of Witch Elves for 4, so we can go up to 10 inches. But I think what I'm going to do is I have 2 command points right now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point and make that into a 6, just so I can get more movement on these ladies. And with that 12, we can essentially go right to there. Essentially making our way this way. I essentially should have moved them first, so that I can make a big wraparound, but I will learn for next time. Hag Queen Hippolyta, she's going to run. Going 10 as well, so we'll just put her right to there. For the Blood Sisters, we're just going to kind of make this a little bit of a choke point right over here, making sure that we're 3 inches away from these clan rats. And just kind of making this a little bit of a choke point, keeping all these clan rats away from the objective. For my Blood Rack Shrine, I can literally do this, and then I have to stop. Scratch that, I can go like that. I'm going to go ahead and run now my Blood Rack Medusa. She's going to go an extra 3 inches. 11 inches, bringing her right to there. And last, for my squad of the 10 Witch Elves, we'll run them as well. Going an extra 5, so they can go 11 inches where they so desire. I think we'll have them go this way, and we're going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. Going now right into the shooting phase, the Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine. She's going to be doing her stare, and she's going to be staring at these Plague Monks once again. I'll be hitting all of them, so I'm going to have to roll 10 dice. 5 and 6s, Kia! 4 mortal wounds. Alrighty folks, we're going to go right into the charge phase now, starting with the beefed up unit of Witch Elves. Survey says a 7, and that is more than enough to get these ladies in. Boom! The Blood Rack Medusa on the shrine is going to go ahead and charge over here. Survey says double. Bro, why you gotta go and say Vito roll double once? He said that off camera, this guy. I'm going to go ahead and spend a command point to re-roll that. I have no command points now. Okay, a 7. Much better. So that 7 will essentially just get me right to there. And then these Witch Elves, we're going to charge them as well. Do we want to charge them? Yeah, why not? Let's charge them. Survey says a 5. That's going to be enough to get us into the Plague Priest. And my Blood Sisters, we're going to get them in as well. 3? I was 3 away, but I'm going to double check. So she's going to be able to get in, but then she'll just go like that, like that. She'll go to here, and then she essentially just gets kind of blocked. And I just broke my miniature. Wonderful. So before we go ahead and resolve any combat, we do have to resolve the Bladed Impact first on a 2+. Ooh, so if that happens, D3 mortal wounds, getting only 1 mortal wound. So now it's my time to go ahead and pick, and I'm going to go ahead and pick with the big unit of Witch Elves, and we're going to go ahead and pile in. So we're going to be getting everybody in except for these 2 ladies. So I'm going to go ahead and strike with the hag first. She is within 8 inches of my general, so I'm going to have 4 attacks per lady, hitting on 3s, re-rolling an extra. So they all hit, but I do generate an extra hit because I did roll a 6 for Catechism of Murder, so that's going to be 5 hits for the hag queen. Or not hag queen, but the hag. And for the rest of the ladies, we have 68 attacks hitting on 3s. All those 6s generate an extra hit, and now I have to re-roll all this. And the re-roll. So we have 16 extra 6s, and then these are all my successful hits. Holy moly. Alright everyone, 4s to wound, re-rolling. And the re-roll. Alrighty, you now have a nice cozy 5-up save, re-rolling ones.
Because of Mystic Shield.
And the re-roll. So after all that, that is a total of 35 clan rats dead. And because I've already the previous ones that have died, that's going to be the entire squad.
Yeah.
Oof, that was a big hit.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, Chance, now you get the option of where you would like to go next. What do you think it's going to be?
I think...
Either the plague guy over here or the monks over here.
I think I might go with the Plague Priest before you just murder him off the table.
The priest?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go with the priest.
Warpstone Tip Staff, hitting on 4.
Nope, got a miss on that one. And then his other attacks?
Hitting with the Flail. These are hitting on 4s.
Ooh, darn. Ouch. Oh, jeez. I guess he was so distracted by seeing all those clanners, just the yells and cries for help. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to go next then with my, the Medusa. So she'll just kind of, just like that. And then we're going to strike next with her. We're going to strike next with her tail. D6 attacks, getting 2. Looking for 4s, getting them both, and then wounding on 4s. Getting only 1 wound. There's no rend on this.
Alright, have a 4+ save.
Oh, just 1 on there.
Oh, just 1?
Yeah. Boom, made it. Now she's going to strike next with her Whisper Claw, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. I do get to re-roll. All hit, and then a wounding on 3s. Getting 2. There's going to be no minus to this.
Alright, 4+ save.
Oh, make only 1, so 1 Plague Monk does go down. The Blood Rack Spear now is going to be going next. We have 2 attacks on 3s. Re-rolling. Only 1, and then wounding on a 3. Getting 1. It's going to be a -1.
5+.
Ooh, no, this is going to be at D3 damage. Getting 3 damage. And then the Shrine Keepers on top. 6 attacks on 3s. Re-rolling. And then wounding on 3s. Getting only 2 wounds. No minus over here.
4 pluses.
Only making 1, so 1 more dies. And that's going to be the squad. I then have my next pick is going to be the Witch Elves, striking into the Plague Priest. My Hag leader is all the way over here, so she won't be able to fight, but we will be striking back with 21 attacks. 21 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling everything. Kya! And wounded on 4s. We've got 6 wounds in there.
5+.
Ooh, how many wounds does he have?
He has 5.
5, and he just took 5 wounds.
Yeah.
So the Plague Priest does go down.
At the end of the combat phase, since I'm Clan Pestilence, the Furnace, and the Monks, any units within 3 inches of them on a 4+, they take a mortal wound, and then on a 6, they take D3. So, take a mortal wound.
Alright. I do get my 5-up Fanatical Faith save roll for being near the General. Do I save it? Ooh, I do save that mortal wound. And then we have something similar over here going on?
Yes, it's the exact same.
Same thing. So does it go for unit per unit?
Every unit within 3 inches.
Every unit within 3. So I guess, do you want to do the shrine?
Yeah, we'll do the shrine first. 4+.
Ooh, and that's a big one too, right?
Yeah, that's D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds. Ooh,
1.
Getting only 1. I do ignore this on a 6-up. No, okay, so I will be taking 1 mortal wound. And then on my unit over here, the 10 Witch Elves, another 6! Oh, amazing, okay. D3 mortal wounds. Oh,
2.
Getting 2. I ignore these on 6-up. Fanatical Faith. No, so 2 ladies will die. Oh boy. So I got my hag over here, and I want to break coherency. So you know what? Let's take. We'll take her out, and you know what? We'll take the. I don't know what to take. Actually, no, yeah, it's okay. I'll take these 2 models. It's alright. I'll lose my banner. Going into battle shock phase now. For over here on a 6-up, I'll lose somebody. I'm okay, so they're staying. And then we score points again. I will be having more models near the objective because I have my Bloodrack Medusa, giving me another 3. And then I killed more models than you killed of mine, giving me another 2. So I have another 5, bringing the score to 14-1 in favor of the Daughters of Khaine. So Chance has decided, because the game does go into turn 4, and which is what we're going into essentially right now. So what we're going to be doing is, Chance, you want to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, may as well. I mean, it scores 14-1. We're going to go and play another one right now. We're going to go into the vault and do that. So this was your first time essentially playing meeting engagement, right?
Yeah. It's my
Really
first
quickly,
one.
what are some of your thoughts with meeting engagement?
One objective missions are really rough.
I feel that I'm not a big fan of this one per se.
Yeah.
Just having that one, because if you're playing with multiple objectives, you have a little bit more of a chance.
I do like it in terms of getting a quick game in though. I mean, it's a fun, quick game.
I totally agree with that one. So, folks, we are going to jump into the vault, like I said, right away, and we're going to be playing another game. Chance, are you going to be playing a different list?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be changing it up a little.
I think you said you were going to be doing, was it Clan Scryer?
I think I'm going to do Clash.
Ooh, the shooting army. I might be playing the similar list, or I might go a little bit more close combat. I haven't fully decided. But folks, if you would like to see the game in the vault, I highly recommend you try out the vault. You can try it out for a 7-day free trial. What you get is not only will you get this game, because we always do things in pairs, but you will also be getting a ton of bat reps, hundreds of bat reps. You will also be getting all of our narrative campaigns and even thousands of painting tutorials. So I highly recommend the Silver Vault membership. And at any time, after your 7-day membership, if you continue to be a Vault member, you have 30 days to cancel. So you're almost essentially getting a 37-day trial of the Vault, but I highly recommend that you will be staying. That is the Vito guarantee. But until then, folks, we will see you in the Vault, and as always, happy wargaming.